Hello everyone. This is my publication of anatomical variations, that is the trifurcation of the right common carotid artery. It was published in the Indian Journal of Plastic Surgery in 2008. And when you see this article, trifurcation of right common carotid artery, it was observed in a male cadaver of about 55 years. The right common carotid was found to divide into external and internal carotid artery and the occipital artery. High division of bilateral common carotid arteries were observed. And lateral position of the right external carotid artery at its origin were also observed in the same cadaver. There were two ascending pharyngeal arteries on the right side, one from the occipital artery and another from the internal carotid artery. The intra-arterial approach is one of the most important routes for the administration of anti-cancer drugs for head and neck cancer. So a profound knowledge of this anatomical variations of the carotid artery, such as its branching pattern and its position, is important, so that to avoid complications with catheter insertion. So that is, the position of the external and internal carotid artery was observed altered on the right side. So if the catheter is inserted wrongly into these arteries, then it will end up in the complications. Usually the right common carotid artery arises in the neck from the brachiocephalic trunk, while the left arises from the aortic arch. The common carotid artery is contained in the sheath known as carotid sheath. The level of bifurcation is at approximately the fourth cervical vertebra. The common carotid artery normally bifurcates into internal and external carotid artery. At the level of carotid bifurcation, external carotid artery lies anteromedial to the internal carotid artery at its origin. This is because of the embryological reason. Internal carotid artery arises from a part of the dorsal aorta, so it is posterolateral, and the external carotid artery arises as a new vessel from the third aortic arch, so it lies anteromedial. So that is the normal relationship between the arteries, carotid arteries at the carotid bifurcation. But becomes anterior and lateral as it descends. In the neck, external carotid artery gives off 6 branches: superior thyroid, lingual, facial and occipital, ascending pharyngeal and posterior auricular arteries. So this was observed in the educational dissection of the cadavers in our department in a male cadaver aged about 55 years in the year 2006 and 2007. In this cadaver, on both sides, the level of bifurcation of the common carotid arteries was at a higher level, and the lateral position of the carotid artery, external carotid artery, is observed only on the right side. The branching pattern was also different in the right external carotid artery. The level of the bifurcation of the common carotid on both sides is coinciding with the level of the tip of the hyoid bone. The length of the right common carotid artery was 10.5 cm. At its division, the external carotid artery was anterolateral and the internal carotid was posteromedial. So this is an important change in the position of the carotid arteries. Occipital artery was arising at the carotid bifurcation, characterizing it as a trifurcation of the right common carotid artery. The ascending pharyngeal artery was arising from occipital artery, and another ascending pharyngeal artery was arising from the right internal carotid artery. Internal carotid arteries, the cervical part does not give any branches, but in this variation was observed. The superior thyroid arteries was arising from the common carotid artery instead of external carotid artery on the right side. Facial and lingual arteries arose from the external carotid artery as the first and second branches. On the left side, the common carotid artery bifurcated at the same higher level. Superior thyroid artery was arising from left common carotid artery. Other branches on the left side were normal in origin. So this is the high bifurcation of the right common carotid artery. You can observe usually it divides at the level of the upper border of thyroid cartilage, which is marked as TC. But here it is bifurcating at the level of the hyoid bone. Lateral position of the right external carotid artery, you can see in this. External carotid artery is lateral and the internal carotid artery is medial. And another artery at the bifurcation is the occipital artery. Occipital artery is giving the ascending pharyngeal artery, and another ascending pharyngeal artery arising from the internal carotid artery. So these are the branches of the right external carotid artery. Occipital artery arising at the carotid bifurcation is clearly seen. This is the line diagram of the trifurcation of the right common carotid artery on the right side. Discussion: the origin of occipital artery and from the carotid bifurcation has been reported by previous authors like Quine, Livini, Gurbers et al. In a large study by Adachi et al., 298 subjects he dissected. Only 2 cases he observed. The position of the carotid bifurcation reflects the degree of embryological migration of the external carotid artery. So it is arising, this internal carotid artery and the external carotid artery position at the carotid bifurcation is now different in this cadaver. The first report of the lateral position of the external carotid artery was that of Hertel in 1841. In about 80%, that is normal, the internal carotid artery arises posterior or posterolateral. Thiel found that in 4% of the patients, the internal carotid artery is medial, and in 8% the internal carotid artery is posteromedial. Lasgernias have described the detail of the basis of the common origin of ascending pharyngeal and occipital arteries, as well as their origin from the cervical segment of the internal carotid artery. So what is this importance of this lateral position? Why the anatomical variation is important is carotid endarterectomy is the main treatment for the atherosclerotic plaques of the cervical internal carotid artery. So the branches of the external carotid artery are the key landmarks for adequate exposure and appropriate placement of the cross clamps on the carotid arteries. It is necessary to understand the surgical anatomy of the carotid arteries to carry out successful removal of plaques and minimize postoperative complications in a bloodless surgical field. Transcatheter embolization procedures in the external carotid artery are used for hypervascular tumors, epistaxis and trauma. So this variability in the branches of carotid artery is of importance in clinical practice and in theoretical considerations. Lack of experience regarding these possible variations could lead to fatal errors if one blood vessel is mistaken for another. So this important variation could lead to severe complications when radiographic evaluation or surgical procedures are done in the neck without any prior knowledge. So for this information, this anatomical variation is published, and it is published in the Indian Journal of Plastic Surgery in 2008.